everyone for hanging out while we refilled our drinks and stretched our legs for a moment. Um, we find our envoys in the lakeside district of Aldous as they are slowly leaving, making their way out of the Sleepy Drake Tavern and back into the streets of Aldous, heading on to the next destination, where we find uh, Tezra reaching out psychically to Kale, the last of their circle of envoys.
Uh, Kale, if you are done working with your mentor, we might need your assistance at this location.
Oh, yes, of course. I will be there as soon as I can.
Yes, Vom is losing blood,
Oh,
as usual.
Unrelated to combat this time, though, oddly enough.
No, yeah, he just was very enthusiastic about everything.
I will as quickly as I can make my way to my friends.
Would you say you're making your way downtown walking fast?
If it is downtown that I am going, then yes, I would be walking fast in the direction of downtown, a la Vanessa Carlton.
Alex, how could you?
He is
Granted-
an evil man.
Have you met Alex? How could he not?
Actually, technically, no, I have not. So there you go.
Fair.
You're all pixels to me. Um,
You all cease to exist when I hit end stream.
You were at my wedding. I don't want to hear it.
Awesome. So, yeah, at this point, the envoys have a couple leads they could follow up on. They uncovered the location of a possible den belonging to members of the Night Pads, thanks to the silence or rival organization running them out. They also got the heads up that the several members of the Night Pads have been seen recently around the dock area, so they can go investigate if they like. And they also still have the lead on Myra, who has a person of influence that has possible connections with the Night Pads. I believe, though, that the location that you sent to Kale was the location for the entrance to the Night Pads den, where they
Down below.
Yeah,
were down below.
the upside down.
Well, I think we're still figuring that going and bothering Mistress Myra seems like a very poor plan unless we have something concrete to approach her with, because we are not people with status.
Whereas, if you think about it, the docks might not be a bad place for us to look. You know.
I hate to say it, but I feel like perhaps the docks would be something better done by a smaller group of us. I think that all five of us together are a bit conspicuous.
Oh, right.
A merfolk are riding a vata and
A human.
human. Yeah.
I'm a raccoon in a cape.
I feel like Vam and Ula could probably walk around the docks together and not attract too much attention. But I do feel like all five of us together are definitely a unique bunch.
Fair enough. Seems like it'd be a nice place to do my cheerful drunk routine. By which I mean be drunk and cheerful.
I was going to say, it's not the routine if you just are that way.
No, it's routine if you do it every day. That's why it's a routine.
Our envoys, ladies and gentlemen.
So am I going to the docks, or where am I going?
You're coming to join us at the underground.
You're going down below.
Wherever you're going, there's going to be alcohol, apparently.
I want to guess. So yes, it is the location of this sort of kind of a bad not very nice market by the night pads called the Down Below.
Groovy.
Yeah.
So with that, you make your way from where you're at, which is in the Lake Ward, up north as you cut through the city and make your way to the Middle Ward. And in the Middle Ward area, you find the address that was listed for you, which seems to be an old closed shop. The shop is not in dis. It's currently vacant. It's empty, but it's not in disrepair. It's ready. It's move-in ready, like for any shopkeeper who wants to open up a new business. It just happens to be vacant. It has been vacant for quite a while.
Oh, so we've been given this location by someone who works for the Silence.
Yes.
They'd very much. So, how much do we trust what we just been told? So I think we're about to go smashing in the place. All right? You all right with smashing up the place?
Yeah, we're not gonna smash up the place. Drake's got his spare key. We're just gonna walk in, do our thing, and then we'll walk out.
Oh,
Yeah, how about you let me go in and take a look around first, and if we get into trouble, I'll call for help.
oh.
My intention is to not get into trouble. Alright, Jonesy, I would like to go and try the door.
Okay, so as you case out the small shop, the shop itself is kind of on the quieter, smaller street. It is on a corner. There's a little lot open area near the back, and there is a back entrance as well. The front entrance is locked as you would expect, and so it has got a big glass window next to it, so it's a nice big view of the empty space as you look into it. Around the back side is like a small door, which is currently secure. Yeah, and but it'd be more you draw less attention by using the back entrance.
Well, I will draw less attention by using the back entrance.
Okay. Can you go ahead and make me an investigation check, please?
Oh, I sure will. Big money, 21.
Okay. As you are checking on the back, and you go to check the door is locked, and you go to check to see how easy it would be to possibly unlock said door, and you notice that with the 21, you do notice that there is some recent scrape marks, as if someone else has also used a quote-unquote spare key to enter this place.
Amateur. I'll try to jiggle the door handle and see if they left it unlocked.
And as you jiggle it, you do manage to pop it. It seems more like it was stuck because of the lack of skill and finesse when they popped it than it was by actually being locked.
Amateurs.
But you are able to jiggle it and get it to unstick and pop it open.
I will quietly pop it open and I will sneak inside.
You will wait out here.
As you sneak around, the back leads into a small little entrance area in a hallway. There's the hallway leads up to what would be, you suspect, the front of the shop. And off the hallway is a set of stairs that go up to a second floor. And there's also a small storage area. And in the storage area, you find a trap door, which is currently open, which leads down.
I will go sneak over to the trapdoor and see if I can hear anything from down below.
You kind of go on over and listen, and you don't hear anything.
I will jimmy it open, and I will telepathically send to everybody else. There's a trap door. I'm gonna go down there and take a look.
I thought he said it was already open.
Yep. Yeah, whoever went through it last left the door open.
Yeah.
No Jimmy required.
My hands are very little. Everything requires jimmy.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I'll open it up, and I'll sneak on down.
And with that, you make your way down the ladder that leads down below.
Oh no, I'm going to Luigi's mansion.
As you get down, the ladder leads down to what appears to be an old part of the city of oldest sewer system.
So the sewer system. I'll sort of look either direction and see if there's any indication as to which way people generally travel down here.
Sure. What is your passive perception?
My passive perception is not super great. It is 11.
No, it's not horrible. Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
9. Because I'm sort of sneaking around, looking around down here.
So as you're looking around, you do find some markings on the wall of what appears to be thieves' camp graffiti. So that kind of telling you what ways to go.
I will follow that and update them on my progress. And since I have a climb speed, I'm going to go ahead and just climb on the ceiling.
Okay. It's almost like you don't trust the night pads to not have booby traps the way.
You know, I fell in a spike pit last time I was on the ground, so...
And the chest blew up in your face yesterday. Or last time.
Oh, strange. I forgot about that. It's almost like it happened to somebody else.
What did it say?
I know how that feels.
So with that, yeah, you scurry on up and do your best crawling through the underground subway sewer system. As you follow the thieves' camp marks, graffiti, you find it leads up to what appears to be what you suspect is a false entrance. There's a concealed door, you suspect, right around here.
Well, I'm going to try and find that concealed door, and I'm going to check it for traps if I can find it.
Okay. So you definitely find what you believe will be the entranceway. You think you found what is the release lever for it. Why don't you go ahead and make me a check for that? See if you how confident you feel about the safety and security of the store.
$20.
So you definitely know that the door has a booby trap on it. It appears to be deactivated already at this point.
Alright. I will take a little piece of chalk out and I will mark on the wall that there is a booby trap here.
Okay. And with that, you press on the piece of stonework and you hear the click and pop of the concealed door as the door swings open.
Alright.
Leading into a small side tunnel. The tunnel itself is mostly pitch black. Down near the far end of the tunnel, away from where you're at, there's a small, tiny brazier, which seems to have a couple of couple slivers of Shaw's crystal in it. behind some concealment, so it's giving out just a little light, just enough so you can kind of see where you're going, but not more than that.
Oh, I've got dark vision. But I will continue onward.
And as you proceed to go onward, and you go down the hallway, there's a little L slant that leads off to the left from where you're going. Now, as you do, the hallway kind of widens a little bit, and there's a small set of steps leading up. And as you're looking, you see what appears to be a body on the ground.
I will scurry over to the ceiling on top of that body, and I will look down to make sure it's not a scarecrow or something crazy.
No, it appears to be a Vata Shan, wearing leather armor.
It's not Nightpad leather armor by chance, is it?
Well, and it's the same low grade armor that you've seen several of the other night pads wearing. But it's not a uniform per se. It's just they probably got it in bulk.
Gotcha.
Or stole it in bulk.
Fell off the same wagon. Damn it.
Fell off 50 identical wagons. Weirdest thing you ever saw.
I will radio, quote unquote, to the group and let them know that I found a dead body down here. I'm going to go down and investigate the scene, see if I can ascertain a cause of death or if there's any other danger around down here.
So as you make your way down the hallway to where you find the body, there's a small sort of up ahead past that is a small flank of steps leading down. The body appears to be, cause of death, stabbed a lot. Pretty conclusive. It doesn't require a medicine check.
Got the good old Caesar section. Alright. And I'm going to check him to see if there's any like identifying papers or any evidence of what he was carrying or what was happening down here at the time of death.
There is not. But he still has a coin purse on him.
I will check that coin purse.
A few pieces of copper and silver in it.
Any, there's nothing else in there, just coins?
Just a couple coins, yep.
Okay, I'll grab the purse. And I'm going to send a mental communique back to everybody and say, I think you're okay to move in. I've got a body down here. I haven't seen anybody else. I marked in chalk where the trap I found was, but keep an eye out on the ground. I've traveled on the ceiling.
Alright.
And I will hang tight till everybody else regroups, so I have a better fallback point before I go forward into the cavernous sewers.
We'll get over there. Looking for something marked with chalk.
Awesome. I'm going to have to deal with my not quite as cool map tonight. The map itself is cool. I just didn't have time to do all the cool lighting stuff with it.
Then I'll move us over to roll 20.
Oh.
I assume we just catch up with Drake, and what are we doing now? Drake, are you still prodding forward and we're just following a couple paces behind, or?
If you all want to hang out here, I'll go check out the next room. And I just wanted to make sure that you were close enough to come help me if I got in trouble.
Makes sense.
Unless the door locks behind it.
No. I've never met a door that locked itself.
It doesn't actually seem to be a door.
That does not seem to be a door in front of us. You're correct.
Yeah, if that hallway locks itself behind me, I have bigger problems.
Cool.
Right, we'll go.
So you're gonna go ahead and sneak on up ahead and kind of peek around. And as you do, um, you see that the whole small little flight of steps leads into a small little open chamber. There seems to be some old, worn-out statues kind of flanking the inside to a big round room. As you investigate the room, you see that there are lots of makeshift tables and barrels and things set up from in this round room. From the room that you're in, you just came from the south. There's a passage that leads to the east, the north, and the west from where you're at. They also seem to have small little tables and clusters set up. On these tables, you see various weapons, various backpacks, sets of armor that are all fallen off the same wagon, and other possibly illegal goods.
I will take a quick look through all of the stuff and see if any of it lines up with some of the occult objects that we were dealing with previously.
Certainly. So as you're looking around, you're not. You do see that there are, as you look behind some of the tables and stuff, you do see that there's you find more bodies kind of pushed up behind tables. Like someone was trying to like not cover it up so much, but definitely just get them out of the main walk areas, and doing a very slap job. Kind of like I've asked the toddler to clean the room, and all they did was they pushed everything under the blankets of the bed. And you can still see the giant mound of toys they didn't put away. That kind of a cleanup job has been done on this room.
What happened down here? Did the rest of the bodies look like Nightpad bodies?
They do look like some other would-be members of the thieving bandit variety.
Well, he was not good at security whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm going to I'm just gonna look through and just make sure I'm not missing anything with them. Does this feel like silence work to me based on my history with them?
It does not.
Right.
They are, if they are so inclined to bump someone off, that person will pass away in their sleep.
Silently.
That person would have a carriage mishap, and
Change a drink in the Ballad and Blade.
they would have a horse would throw a shoe and throw the rider, and back. They definitely much more of a subtle, like if we get pushed to killing someone, you probably won't know it.
And I don't see any indication as to what could be the epicenter of this event, do I?
In the main little chamber area that you're at right now, no, it does definitely look like, as you're looking around investigating, you can see blood and stuff on the ground. You can see that it was actually an altercation. There was a combat ensued, but then someone basically stacked the bodies as opposed to just leaving them all in the center of the room. But they stacked them in a haphazard kind of. We need to kind of clean it up a little bit, but we're in a really, really hurry to get out of here.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep looking around. I'm gonna let everybody else know that this room's safe to come in and start searching, and I'll go through a couple of different side passages. I'm gonna go left because the right just go left.
So So is there anything specific that anyone's looking for?
Another
Or are you
box,
guys just
like
generally
before.
doing a search?
Looking for another pretty box.
Okay.
I think Heathrow would suggest that Kale should use detect magic and see if he can find any magical auras or residues left behind.
Sure. Do we have 10 minutes for me to do that, or do we have to be pretty quick?
I mean, they're dead. I don't think they're going anywhere.
Great. Um, I will sit down in a little corner here and I will take 10 minutes to ritually cast Detect Magic.
Awesome. So you're off preparing that and getting the that incantation to cause various magical things to radiate with light for you. Anyone else who's looking around, can you please make me investigation checks?
Sure.
I mean, theoretically, sure.
Okay, so Von's just kind of like looking around, just poking around, sort of haphazardly, and apparently he did really good because he rolled an 18.
I got
That
a
would be
5.
3.
There's a nat 1 for you. Oh, good heavens.
Yeah,
So,
that was a not one for me.
so Tisra, the floor is made of stone. You are correct.
Hey, I had to verify. Um,
So,
Did you have to verify it by beating your head on it? That's straight.
and how did Drake do?
Oh, I didn't know if I was included in that because I was going onward.
Well, you're still investigating. You're just
20.
Investigating elsewhere.
So as you're looking around, Vom, hidden under the bodies of some of the brigands that have been taken out, you do notice that one of them is actually, you kind of pushing someone aside because something seems wrong, like you're out of something nagging sensation that like something's not right here. And as you dig, push over a couple of bodies that were kind of stacked up. One of them is actually dressed more in some sort of robe.
I think pretty much everybody else in the room becomes aware of this as Von begins uttering a syllable not too dissimilar to I think I will bring this to everybody else's attention. Well, not everybody else. Everybody who's in the room.
So, and Drake, as you're looking around, you're checking by one of the tables and something, and some of the crates that have some just stolen goods in them. Kind of the mundane kind of high-end silks and bolts of cloth. And that probably fell off the back of the wagon. And you realize it's kind of a hollow floor to the box that you're looking at. It's definitely, the box is not as deep as it should be. And so with that, you kind of pull up some stuff and pull up the lid to the bottom of the fake the fake floorboard of the box, the crate, and inside you see another small box crate, kind of a shallow, long crate box that actually has the Royal Archive crest burned onto it. And with that, Kale has finished your spell, and as you finish your spell, little motes of light go sprinkling throughout the room as far as you can see from your perception, and they kind of light up various areas with arcana energy. The ring that you're wearing is glowing. A couple other things in the room are kind of the whole room kind of gives off a slight glow, and the emotes go fly out like fireflies from your perception, and you see that several of them cluster towards the crate that your Rye raccoon companion is half hanging into, digging to the bottom of.
Oh, look, magic. Is can I get a sense if this is dangerous? Like, is it in terms of school of magic? Is this like something that might hurt Drake?
Make make me Arcana check.
Oh, I'm no good at that. How's an 11 do me?
Um, you're still kind of trying to tune in, and you haven't got the frequency yet of what kind of magics you're looking at. Uh, Drake, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to take this crate out, and first I'm going to inspect to see if it looks like it's been tampered with or messed with by somebody who doesn't have a key for it.
Cool.
Trying to figure out if it
So
looks like it's been
you reach
stolen, or if somebody from the college has done this.
So with that, yeah, you reach out and grab the crate. As you do, Kale, you see the little emotes of light that were kind of gathering over there like fireflies explode into a brilliant radiance and then get snuffed out.
Son of a bitch.
Um,
No, 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 don't. Oh well.
with that, I will need everyone to make me an initiative check.
Danger, danger, Will Robinson.
Yay!
Click on your token first.
Yeah.
Click on your token before you start rolling initiative.
Classic.
And please do no longer move your token from where you're currently standing.
Can you take it? You don't see the tracker.
I don't see the tracker either. However, I have to
Oh.
Oh no.
Do we even get to make it to the tracker? It's the real question.
Skeletons.
Damn dirty
So-
skellies.
Or I think, well, it might be something else. I don't know.
Don't they know that bones are supposed to be wet?
What?
And the return of wet bones.
What?
What specific bone do you want? What?
I'm just saying your skeleton has never been dry. Do with that information what you want.
Well, yes, but that's because my skeleton is still inside of my flesh.
Yes.
Not for long.
So, with that, as I need to roll for initiative. Come on.
I should probably scroll those Roll20 window out just a smidge. Let's see if I can get a good look.
Now my roll 20 is going so slow.
Just so the audience
So-
can see the 17 monsters we're fighting.
Nah, just don't let them touch you. You'll be fine.
It's only this many.
So, with that, as you reach in, grab the box, you feel that your hand passed through something that feels like like when you first hit a pool of water, that membrane, that kind of resistance to then give. As you do, a cold chill explodes out through the room. As those of you with our psychic and gifts, Lavata and the right and our arcana gifts, feel a sickly pulse of occult energy swarm over the room
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
as several of the dead bodies rise up.
Oh no, that's just nasty.
And we now have And so now we are flipped into combat as the dead have risen, and which is all sorts of wrong.
The theological
And
implications are extremely troubling.
Out of
and
that.
with that, um, there we go. Kale, you have initiative, which is kind of appropriate since that you kind of sensed this coming, even if it was the hair too slow. Uh, what would you like to do?
Sure. I am going to cast Radiant Bolt at this zombie for this to the south here. And see what that does.
Do it.
Does a 22 hit?
And better.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
So,
That will be 5 points of radiant damage, which I hope will help.
who is? I'm sorry. You said the one to the south. Which one? Which one were you bolting?
Oh, let me see if I can.
There are a whole lot of them to the south.
Okay. Yeah.
That
so it
is
was
yes.
The
the one that-
southernmost. Okay.
Yeah.
The southernmost.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is the one to the south of everybody.
It has and
True.
always will be.
And then I will do what I do best and run away.
Big same.
Hopefully not getting an opportunity attack right here.
No.
I didn't have full visual of everything that was going on.
Yeah, that's problematic.
But that's where I went. So
Yeah.
as I go down, I see two more that are right there. But what can you do? So help me. That's my turn.
All right. Guess it's me now, isn't it?
Can do it.
According to the initiative tracker, it is.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide if I want to like hit this dude and then come down here, or just like take the attack of opportunity and come see if I can finish one of these idiots off, and maybe like help guard.
Like maybe keep our cleric from dying.
Basically, yes. So yeah, I guess I'm
Your
gonna go
cleric's
ahead.
gonna be fine. Don't worry about him.
I guess Avam's gonna grab his hammer and just clock this guy, and then and then he'll take his move action after that.
Mess him
So
up.
clock away.
Where is this thing? He has his shield equipped, so it is one-handed. Well, it's nice to know my luck's holding out. That was an 8, so the reanimated corpse was too wily for me, and I couldn't hit it.
Or you were just startled by the reanimated corpse appearing.
It was funnier the way I said it, but yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I still need to take my move action. I'm going to take an attack of opportunity, which is very silly. And I'm going to move down here so I can try to protect Kale.
Poor Caesar.
So I guess this fella's going to get a swat at me.
Okay. Let me go ahead and swat. Oh, it only helps if we hit the right button, Steve.
It's okay. They can swat badly. I won't mind.
Yeah, he swats horrifically, actually.
Well, good. He's a corpse.
He rolled a 5.
That is.
So yeah.
So I got away with it. Okay. Then I am stationed here to protect if they come after Kel, which they're going to come after Kel. I have give them disadvantage with my shield.
Oh, look, it's the skeleton's turn.
Oh, they're not skeletons. They're
Only one of them, hopefully.
reanimated corpses, I think.
Yeah, they're dead. They're all
They're the
about to-
bodies that we discovered, are they not? The people who
Yep.
they were about to go through their pockets, and now they're about to beat us up.
All I know is they're gonna try to deanimate some corpses right about now.
Bride of Deanimator.
I'm just saying nobody's gonna wear me as a hat.
May not be given agency in this matter.
You cannot decide the fate.
Oh my god.
They're only skeletons.
I feel like Ralphie on the bus in The Simpsons.
We're in danger. Yeah.
Yep.
So 2 of them were going after Dale. Sorry, Drake. Dale's not in this game. 2 of them are going after Drake.
I would say, and
He is
then
really
those two
confused
go after
now.
Chip.
What
Who's
part of the
Dale?
deep umbra did I walk into? Was it Dale?
One of them manages to hit you, Drake, for 4 points of damage. The other one misses completely. 2 of them are swinging at Ula.
Oh, and get it.
And what is your AC?
16.
That's what I thought. So one of them swings at you, you duck and twist out of the way easily, but unfortunately that does leave you open for the other attack, which hits you for 4 points of damage. One is going after Kale.
Again, that one's gonna have disadvantage.
Even if he didn't, this is horrible anyway.
Hooray!
And the other two are attacking you, Vom. Again, one of them misses horribly. One of them manages to hit. He does hit you for 6 points of damage. And then 2 are going after Tizra. And Tizra is missed by one of them and hit by the other one for 3 points of damage.
Alright, that could be worse.
And that is my skeletons have gone. A couple of them seem to be standing guard and kind of figuring out what they would like to do. It brings us to Drake.
Oh boy. Drake would like to know 2 things. Drake would like to use a standard action to disengage. And how high is the ceiling in this room?
How high is the ceiling in this room? I'm going to say the ceiling in this room is 20 feet tall.
Awesome. I would like to scamper 10 feet to the wall after disengaging, and I would like to spend 30 more movement feet to get up on the ceiling.
Raccoon on the ceiling.
And that'll be my action for now.
The raccoons on the ceiling.
That'll be my turn for now. Ula,
Cool.
I'm here as range support.
We really need to get some really cool I'm on the ceiling icon put into Roll20.
Yes.
Yes.
Agreed.
Because I get the impression this is going to happen from time to time.
Such as every combat.
I have a climb speed and I'm not afraid to use it.
Hell yeah, brother.
I don't blame you. If I mean,
Oh, there's a little boot icon. We'll use the little boot icon. I know you don't wear boots, but it's, yeah. So Drake is running up onto the ceiling. His action for this round. Tezra, what would you like to do?
Not die. All right. And I'm struggling against my Pathfinder instincts, which are saying, well, I could take a 5-foot step and then I could attack with impunity, but that's the wrong game.
As long as you're not breaking melee with them, I think you can still move, right?
But isn't there something like bad about trying to use a ranged spell in combat?
Got to be on disadvantage.
Yeah. All right. As a bonus,
Not to be that guy, but where you're at, if you move here to the north of the current skeleton you're in combat with, you're still in combat with him, so he doesn't get his opportunity to attack, and then you could blast one of the other two. That's up to you, but
yeah, no, I think what I'm going to do is, as a bonus action, I'm going to use my benefit for being a patron of or having the Autumn King as my patron, and I am going to cast Sanctuary.
Smart play.
Walk through it's a special ability called Walk Through Shadow. I can cast a version of the Sanctuary spell without any need for components. It only targets myself, and it only affects Fiend, Shadow Spawn, and Undead. Which these are. So I'm going to Walk Through Shadow as a bonus action. And then I'm going to use a standard action to disengage, just because I still don't feel like taking the opportunity attack. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, no, 25, 30. Yeah, so I'm going to walk through shadow and get my happy butt away from all of them.
Awesome.
Of course, Sanctuary does not keep them from attacking me, but it does mean they have to make a will save to try it.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's me.
Ula, what would you like to do?
I would like to get angry. Get stabbed by a scary man.
That seems like a wonderful plan.
Then I'm gonna start swinging with impunity. Well, without him. We'll grab it by the handle. Here we go. I'll just swing at the one on my left. I missed. I missed very bad with that one.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to try to do, or do you want to move, or do you want to do?
Now I just go here.
Awesome. Kale, what would you like to do?
I would like to. I'm going to throw a radiant bolt over at. Oh, you have 3 on you too. At the same one that I threw one at already. See if I can't drop one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's one of the ones I'm switching. Cool.
The 19 hit.
Yep.
So that's an extra 3 radiant damage.
Cool. And with that, you let a bolt of blinding white light, which burns through the undead, and you smell the char off of him, and unfortunately, he is still up.
Boo. Okay. I have to move. I can't stay in range of these things. So I will go 5. I will do this. I have to break for them. Okay, 10, so he can have one if he wants. Oh, 15, so that's 2.
Oh, hell.
This is bad.
I've got a pretty high AC. I feel okay.
That's good.
It's only bad if you think about it. We get you.
Which Bob is not you.
I believe in you.
I don't like this. And we know they have at least 8 hit points because,
9, actually.
well, right, yeah, at least 9, yeah. So, I'm not loving this.
But that is the end of my turn.
Awesome. So they swing at you and they don't seem to connect. Vom, what would you like to do?
Okay, this fella who's just taken 2 radiant bolts to the puss, I'm gonna hit him really, really hard with a hammer.
Okay.
That seems like a plan.
I would really, really like to make this to hit roll. It's been a while.
How about a natural 20?
How about that natural?
Yes.
So I need to roll another die for the damage thing too. I'm pretty sure I've done 10 to it so far.
But do you have to? 'Cause, no.
Do I have to?
Actually, it looks like it automatically did, didn't it?
No, it rolls the 1 extra dice for the critical, but he's got a racial bonus that adds another extra
Gotcha.
dice.
Right, but it doesn't really matter because
Apparently you switched it.
yes, it is a fine taste.
All right, so we know that they have less than 18 hit points.
I don't know if that's comforting.
Really makes me wish I'd hit a less unhealthy one just to see what they're capable of.
Yeah.
But
So we know their
that's
number
that.
is between 9 and 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apart from that, yeah, there's no reason really for Bomb to move or do much of anything else except honestly, with them being an undead, man, it kills any desire I have for any of that good combat pattern. You know?
Yeah.
This is very grim.
Well, they're not going to talk back to you, so.
Exactly. We can't
So.
demoralize them. Really. So yeah, that's what Mom did.
So the 2 that are on Vom are going to attack back with the stealth control. And they don't. Oh my god.
Nice.
They don't. The 2 over here by Drake are trying really hard to grab a hold of Drake.
I'm 20 feet up.
I mean, they're
I
walking
didn't say
dead.
they were bright, undead. I said they were undead. I didn't say they were bright.
Can you just imagine this? It's like, "Arrgh."
So, pretty much, yeah.
I'm flipping them the bird.
The 2 that are on Ula attack. And one of them manages to hit you for 3 points of damage.
Okay, I take 1 since I'm raging.
Do barbarians get damage reduction in
Yeah, when they're
5e
raging.
when they rage?
Yep.
Yeah,
Nice.
they get resistance to non-magical piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing.
Nice.
The other 3 are all making their way towards our shiny, shiny cleric.
And that was the problem with that particular strategy.
Yeah.
but they don't get to him. So, Drake, what would you like to do?
You know what? It's time to start sneak attacking fools. I'm gonna sneak attack the. I'm gonna throw a dart at the one next to Ula.
This one or this one?
I'm gonna do the one on the right. Nat 20! That's good news. That also doubles my sneak attack dice. So 9, 11, 15 points of damage.
So how do you take that one out?
Nice.
Yeah, so the two that are trying to grab at me, I just sort of, I snicker at them with my little raccoon snicker, almost like Muttley, and I chuck a knife down from the ceiling, and it nails into the one that's about to reach up and stab Ula in the back.
Reach up and stab so.
Awesome. Kezra, what would you like to do?
Oh, I hate to give up the benefits of my spell, but
Don't panic. We've got this all under control.
yeah, that teacher's gonna move over here and do a Eldritch Blast at one of the ones that is converging on Kale, because that seems like a terrible plan. So let's go for the one right between those two tables there. You see the one I'm pinging? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it is a far, far braver thing I do. As I give up the benefits of my sanctuary.
It's my favorite book.
Sanctuary.
That is an 18 to hit, though, for 6 points of autumnal force damage.
Awesome.
Hopefully that can keep them from, killing Kale.
Knockback? Is that a thing in 5e?
Sadly.
I need to go to the City of Heroes.
I was gonna say we need to see how much body damage it did, and
I do think that's something you can take later on to like boost your Eldritch Blast. But...
it is actually. It is one of the infusions I can get, but.
Ula, what would you like to do?
I'm a single woman. Where hit this skelly man? Unlucky again, another nat one.
Ula, get your head in the game.
It's dark in this bitch.
You have dark vision.
You live underwater.
You think I'm doing so great after having one of them lakeside margaritas? I'm just swinging here.
Kale, what would you like to do?
Yeah, we all have dark vision for the cleric, don't we?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Got an opening here if you want to, but you're not going to get very far running away.
Yeah, I'm gonna blast. I'm gonna use Radiant Blast on. This guy right here.
Not the one converging on you that I already blasted?
No.
Yeah, I would have thought that would have been a better. I'm pretty sure Vom can spank these guys pretty good.
Okay, then I will.
Or maybe he can't, but it'll be fun to watch him fail.
Yeah, I guess I have to. I'll go after the one that
Okay.
that these are already hit.
Just saying, I'm trying to save your butt here.
When in doubt, reduce an attack upon yourself.
Has my additional, or has the one that I first said taken any damage? The one to the northwest of Vom.
Not that I'm
No.
aware of, no,
Okay.
because you went after this one and then Bob finished him off.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, I will. Then I'll attack the one that Teaser just hit.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
It sure does.
All right, so that's 8 radiant damage there.
And with that, sorry, my roll 20 is being laggy today. With that, your bolt blasts through it. So it's coming lumbering forward, and Teaser has blasted it with a black and autumn chilled bolt of energy, blasts through it, taking big chunks of bone and meat off of it. And then moments later, you fire a bolt of blinding white light at it, blasting at that hole, a second hole, and then leaving basically a big gaping mound where it just collapses in itself and just files and falls to the ground in a heap as it's dispatched.
Well, that's fun. I will then move. There's another one there. Louise, friends. I'll move right here. And that'll be my turn. And I'll rue the day that I chose a class that doesn't have dark vision.
Well, the other thing is we need to get your token properly set up so that you can see us and we can see through you, because we're all benefiting from seeing through each other's eyes except for you.
I mean, it's all good. I would not have known that, so that's where I would have gone. So.
Yeah.
So with that, Vom, what would you like to do?
I'm just kind of, he's all chuckles and he's just gonna hit this fella to the south of him here. I think it's just gonna be an Einhander. It's just gonna be a one-handed shot because I like the shield. So let's give him a hammer. No, it's a 12. 12's not that great. Does a 12 do anything to them?
12 does not hit.
Yeah, that's sad. It's sad. But really, that's about it. I don't know if there's movement to do. I mean, I've got these two guys on me, so that's about all of the turn I'm gonna have.
Gotta tell you, I'm not loving this.
It is not exactly going brilliantly. Not yet.
So, with that, I have one that's going to attack Ula. And they strike you for 4 points of damage.
I've been tried.
Oof.
I have two that are currently attacking Vom. And they both hit.
Of course they did.
You take a total of 5 points of damage.
I can't even compliment them on their form. They're just like mindless. This is no fun. So I hope we get fun. Okay. Bomb is not down, but I'm a little nervous.
One of the skeletons charges over to get to your cleric. Oh no, he so misses. He so misses. And the other two meander and ramble around the bunch of these tables and stuff that were in their way to try to get to the warlock. That's what they do this turn. And Drake, what would you like to do?
Consider calling a tactical retreat.
No retreat, only war.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep helping Ula from my position. I've got one more dart I'm gonna throw down at this one.
Awesome.
24 to hit.
That's a hit.
And it is 8 damage total.
While that is a lot of damage to the, you take a big chunk of it off of its body, it is not enough to kill or re-kill this undead.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we've established that.
Well, I'm going to continue. I'm going to scurry a little bit further closer towards where Ula is, still on the ceiling.
Cool. Teaser.
Oh, teaser is really not loving this.
Fortunately, they seem to be moving pretty slow.
They do.
So, I mean, theoretically, you could just outrun them.
Oh, I'm not worried about being able to leave. I'm worried about being able to leave and not leaving my friends behind to be murdered.
Well, I was just thinking you would sort of come up this way to where they're not going to be able to get at you easily.
Oh,
where there are no Zeds kicking around, and then you can just make your pew pew.
It's true. I do have 120 foot range.
Yeah, I mean, just get. I mean, whatever your movement is. I mean, I think you move 30. Everybody seems to move 30.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna move up there, and I'm going to toss some of the Autumn King's energy down at the one who is currently threatening my bud Kale.
Awesome.
Because well, I'd rather he not die. So please do not let my friend die.
So
well,
no
that's
whammies.
That's a 24 to hit with 10 damage.
Oh. That was quite stupid, wasn't it?
So how do you dispatch that skeleton?
So Teesra is making a tactical retreat, looks to the south and sees the one threatening Kale, and realizing that Kale is our best hope for survival, channels all of the Autumn King's power that she can and just unleashes, it's almost like a shot from Dragon Ball Z as she goes, Choom! And just blows a hole right through its center of mass.
Awesome.
Please do not die.
Ula, what would you like to do?
My best. I'm doing my best.
Try to hit a goddamn skeleton before I eat the dust. And a swing.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Oh, come on, roll 20. Ooh, 17.
Quite nice.
That's a hit.
There we go. That's for 9, and I get to add, I think, my strength modifier because I'm raging. No. Yes, a +2, so that's 11 damage.
So how do you take out that skeleton?
After just flailing in the dark, I just turn around and accidentally hit him, and he just happens to fall apart.
Oh.
I did nothing.
Poor bastards.
Kale, what would you like to do?
I will Radiant Bolt the one closest to me.
Awesome.
Oh, that's one of mine, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's good then.
Just south of you. Just a 10 hit.
It does not.
Bummer. Okay.
Though I will say, because I'm being generous, there's 2 +2s available, 2 +1s available, which would bring that up to 12.
Oh, my 12 didn't hit earlier, I don't think.
Which actually, no, I take that back. Yeah, 12 won't work.
Yeah. I
If I roll 12 again, I might use the plus.
Bomb, how bloody are you looking here?
lot of that is going to depend on how this next roll of a D10 goes.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he's definitely like they've gotten a couple good pieces of him, but he really seems very cheerful about the whole thing.
Great. And I know he has that return to 1, right? If he goes down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You have. It
I've
is
seen
not
it
easy
happen.
to put him down.
Yeah. I will stay where I am. That's my turn.
Okay. So not a bonus action.
Nope, not this time.
Okay. Vom.
Yeah. I guess I am going to. Swat at Mr. Southerly once more. One-handed with hammer. This would be really nice if I would just hit him really hard.
Ooh.
good hit.
That is an adjusted 21. So Vom hits him pretty hard, only for 4 bludgeon damage, alas.
Why is my roll 20 in Spanish? What happened?
I don't know. But so he does swack the guy pretty good. Then he's going to use his bonus action to use his second wind ability and get some of them hit points back. I've already got this done. Take this one. Hey! And he's going to heal up 8 points of that nasty, nasty damage.
That seems like a good thing.
He's looking significantly less bloody. Well, I mean, he's still got blood in his clothes and stuff, but he's just really happy about it. He's enjoying it. And that is going to be my turn.
Cool. And with that, my skeletons come to attack.
Yep. You know, Jonesy, that Drake is still on the ceiling.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what the oldest equivalent of Eat My Shorts, but that's what I'm saying to the skeleton in Thieves' Camp.
Eat my tools.
So yes, one of them rushes over to where Drake is, and he's below Drake and trying to poke up at Drake with his sword. And while he's 6 feet tall and his sword is about under 2 feet, he's still quite a ways short of skewering Drake. The other one of them takes a swing at Ula. Nope. That's a whole lot of nope. One of them takes a swing at Vom. That's a big nope. The other one takes a swing at Vom. Also misses. And the other 2 are trying to navigate the all the tables and stuff to get to you.
I think we're doing right now.
Yeah, we're okay.
So,
If I wasn't raccoon size, I would be suggesting that we knock some tables over and make some difficult terrain for them.
that's my skeletons. So that brings us to
Coming to the WB this fall. That's my skeleton.
that brings us to Drake and his wet skeleton.
Yeah, Drake on the ceiling is going to keep scurrying over, and I was wrong. I have 4 darts, not 2 darts. So I'm going to throw a dart at this one, since he's still in melee with Ula, so I get advantage. 21 to hit for 6 points of damage.
Damage.
Yeah, 6 points of damage.
Cool.
And I'm
Brings us to
grabbing my last dart out of the bandolier and hoping for the best. Hoping that we can clear these guys out before I go down and reload.
Teaser. What would you like to do?
All right. The one to the south of is the one that he hit with the hammer, right?
Yes.
All right. And I think we are going to go 5, 10, 20. Yeah, right there.
And Drake, why don't you go ahead and give me an insight check while you're at it?
You know what? I would love to. 4.
You're in the underground chamber fighting some skeletons.
Does it smell like rotten eggs?
Well, at least
All
I'm
right.
aware of that.
So I'm going to move down over to that southwest corner. I'm going to blast the one to the south of Vom. That is a 19 to hit with 9 force damage from my autumnal blast.
And you have dispatched yet another skeleton. I knew we were all nervous.
Still nervous.
I do not think we're out of the woods yet.
Tisha is just generally nervous.
I mean,
It's a good trait. It's a good trait.
they grew up in Kern as a.
I mean, you know,
So you should be
Bummers
used.
was in
You should be used to undead.
yeah, no kidding.
That is
Ula.
exactly why they terrify me.
Ula, swing bada bada. Ooh, that's another miss.
We've got 2+1s.
So we have.
Yeah, I'll use a +1. Is a 13 hit?
It does.
Ooh, spicy. That's another 11 damage. This man who's daring to look at my direction.
So what happens to this one as you dispatch them?
I see Drake just flailing in the ceiling, and I hear a clank, and I turn around, and I know where to swing. I follow up. And then after that, I will move between me and my friend. That way the other skelly man can't get his skelly hands on him.
I mean, he's still 20 feet up. He couldn't anyways.
I'm not doing too good with heights we're hitting right now.
So,
what a feeling. Drake is on the ceiling.
Kale, what would you like to do?
Sure. I'm going to. Oh. I'm going to move here, and I am going to. I'm going to go Radiant Bolt this guy right here, north of me.
Awesome.
The bomb has to be in melee to hit somebody anyways.
Yeah, I've got my guy.
15 will hit with 2 radiant damage.
You do hit as you clip the guy with your bolt of radiant energy.
Sure. I will then move. I will stay where I am. Because I don't know how much they can move.
Cool. Vom, what would you like to do?
I need to. Well, I guess to keep things simple, then I'm just gonna go ahead. I was gonna unequip the shield and do a two-handed attack, but I have not put that into my roll 20 sheet, so that would waste a lot of time. So I'm just gonna keep the shield on and hit. Bomb turns back to this particular one. He's like, "All right, remember me," and just like hits him with the hammer really hard. He does in fact, yes. That is a 17 to hit and 9 of damage. There's a lot of bludgeoning.
So with that skeleton explodes with the strike of your blast. from your hammer. And yeah, pretty much just explodes like a Michael Bay movie. With that, oh, that's too far.
Yeah, it's all right.
And with that, two of the skeletons make their way towards the melee to engage with Vom and Kale. And one of them is in combat with Ula. And does manage to hit Ula for 2 points of damage.
One more point of damage. Let's go.
Not quite a crit. Drake, what would you like to do?
Drake would like to help his friend Ula by going 5 feet to the wall, 20 feet down, and 15 feet over to the skeleton to backstab him.
Stupid face.
You could have just jumped.
I could have, but that was 20 feet. That's a long drop for Drake.
I mean, it's 20 feet. 20 feet minus like 6. I don't think 14 feet would have hurt you.
Oh, I got a critical hit.
Ooh.
Dang.
For 9, 10, 14 points of damage.
How do you take out that skeleton?
Yeah, so I sort of scurry down the wall, bounce off of this table, and land on his face with both my daggers just stabbing down into the skull until it's powder and gravel.
Oh no, you gave him the one-eyed Willy. Sort of like, or, no, it wasn't one-eyed Willy. It was somebody else.
It was two-eyed Tommy.
No.
Then I'll look up at Ula and give her a little thumbs up with my little raccoon hand.
I appreciate that more than you'll ever know.
Teaser, what would you like to do?
Teaser has a nice clean shot at the one who is getting awfully close to Kale. So she is again going to toss out an autumnal blast, Eldritch Blast. She'll hit, but it's not going to. Much like the Radiant Blast, it only clips for 2 points of damage. And they will then move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Cool.
So we have both lightly plinked this one.
Ula, what would you like to do?
Well, since this Skelly Man's dead, I'm gonna go ahead and run over here. Where's my ruler? There it is. And I'm gonna run right there. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to grab my anchor by the chain. And I'm just gonna whip it at here.
Oh,
there we go. Now I can do it.
Whip it good.
Whip it good. Nope, I missed. And that is turn. Just unlucky than that.
Hey, Kale, what would you like to do?
Yeah. Has the one that we were just trying to hit, has it taken damage yet?
The one that Ula just swung at the anchor at, it has not.
Okay.
Now the other one that's quickly approaching you has been plinked on by you and Tezra.
Yeah, we both plinked it.
I am going to actually go this way, angry. And I am going to walk right up to it and boop it on the nose and cast Inflict Wounds.
Awesome.
Oh, TJ.
Why I ever doubted you. That's brilliant.
And I have inspiration here, so I'm going to use advantage on this roll.
Woohoo!
Because I want it over. With a 24 hit,
Yes.
20.
16 points of damage spews from my finger into this
Nice job.
nose.
So with that, Kale reaches out and just boop flicks the skeleton's nose. A burning white energy burns through the entire skeleton and then just reduces it to ash from the
Damn.
inside out.
And then I will, with my bonus action, take out my staff that is glowing from the light cantrip, and I'll just slowly turn to the one remaining skeleton.
Would be intimidating.
Slowly I turn.
If it were alive, sentient, yeah, it might be really nervous right now. Fortunately for it, it's not.
So, with that, Vom, what would you like to do?
Vom is going to, well, it's a big move. It's a dramatic move thing. Vom is going to drop his shield for the moment. Well, it's not doing anybody else any good at the moment. It's for other people, not for him. And then he is going to leap. He's going to leap over this idiot. Well, this ex-idiot. But then he's going to pop over here to the fella who's still up. And by fella, I mean skeleton. The skeleton. Whatever, we don't judge.
The skeleton.
Skeleton, yeah. And then I'm going to hit him with his Zweihander shot off my hammer. And that didn't go so good. That was a 9.
Do you still have a point of inspiration?
I think I used it last time and it didn't do me any good. So I would love to have the dramatic finish, but that's just not going to happen.
I'm going to give you a point of inspiration because just yeah, it sounds really cool. So
okay, well, yeah.
Kale just melted a skeleton from the inside out. You're inspired.
Good. So I should give it another roll then, shouldn't I?
You should.
Yes.
Yes, I see.
Smash him! Smash him!
All right, don't be bad. That was bad. That's not good. That was a 10, slightly better. That's very bad. I'm sorry. My rolling is not good. But I'm showing the wall who's boss. And I think we can all agree that's Ludwig. Somebody else can kill it.
What is your AC again?
14.
Okay. He grazes past you with his skeleton claw-like hands and tries to rake your face off, barely missing.
Oh, it's so cute. It thinks it's people.
Drake, what would you like to do?
I'm going to use the moment that Vom has created to throw a dart in this thing's back. My last dart. Here we go.
I'm participating.
17 to hit.
Yay! That's a hit.
9 damage.
There you go.
And with that, you dispatch the final skeleton.
If I can, I want to make it look like Vom did what he wanted to do with his two-handed hammer.
No, you can't. Unfortunately.
That's fair. That's fair.
Vom's just like, no, I'm more of a bare knuckle fighter. You know, it's just come on.
Will you quit playing with that thing and get over here? Bring my dart with you.
Does anyone need help?
I think that it is likely that there is some hurting going on. Perhaps we should take a quick rest before we explore any further?
Yes. So that is actually where we'll call it for the evening. It seems like a great spot to stop.
For the record, I'm picking up all my ammo.
I will assume that you are. Softly in the background, the players all hear a slight ding as you've all leveled up.
Yes.
So, With that, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. We're having a great time. At least I hope they're having a great time. I'm having a great time running this game. So we will be back next week for episode 5 of Tales of the Finest. So where the envoys will pick up with the mess of skeletons and what happened with the fallout from that. We will be back tomorrow night, I believe, with an all new episode of Monster Hunter of the Week. Monster of the Week.
Yes.
Right. And then on Friday, we'll have a brand new episode of Something Dragons, our Pathfinder podcast coming out. One other thing I did want to remind everything before I turn it over to everyone else to give a final shout outs tonight was the Blue Rose 5th edition Kickstarter is going on currently. You can go ahead and, if you are so inclined, check it out on Kickstarter. It's got 3 days left. They're close to unlocking the Shadow Tide, which is a original Blue Rose novel written by the line developer Joe. It's an amazing novel. A couple of NPCs from our stream may be from that novel. Bright Star suit. And other than that, also the following unlock after that is my adventure. So I'm really excited about it. So I do hope we get to that point where it gets unlocked. So we'll see. 3 more days. If you can't back it, but do want to like the Blue Rose, definitely consider just sharing it on social media so other people can find it. Other than that, I'd like to turn it over to the envoys for any last minute shout outs they have. Any other announcements they'd like to share with the group?
I have nothing at the moment.
I'm so bad at self-promotion.
Yeah, just other than come back and see us for our other shows. I don't think we have anything going on to particularly shout out. Come hang out for Monster of the Week. Come hang out for Another War. Check out Something Dragons on Friday. And come back for when we're level 2 next week.
It's not too late to enter our contest?
It's not too late to enter our contest. Come over to UntoldStoriesProject.com and check out the parameters and submit your entries. We would love to see them, and we'd love to share them with the audience.
Yes.
We are going to raid Dice Priory tonight. They're playing Monster of the Week. We'll be playing tomorrow.
Woo.
Yeah, I know that game.
I've heard of it. It's
Yeah, I've heard it's not bad.
It's kind of
Pretty good.
obscure. You probably never heard of it. It's okay.
Awesome. Well, see you next time, everybody. Have a great night.